I think where it all began was with Shareable, which is a global platforming community for sharing. And this was started by Neil Gorfinello from the US. And I believe it was back in 2004, Neil kind of saw a need for people to start sharing, to save the planet, but also to live better lives. And so gave up a career in the corporate world and started Shareable. And Shareable is now the global, I guess, leader in the sharing economy. The Sharing Map project was born out of the desire to put Sydney on the global Sharing Cities network. And over 90 cities around the world have created a sharing map of all the shared resources in their area. So Melbourne has done 2, Adelaide has done 1, and Sydney hadn't done 1. And that's what tonight was all about, was creating a map of all the shared resources of Sydney, which we've done. So the way I see it, we need a sharing map for 3 main reasons. So the first one is, I think we can probably all save a little bit of money here and there. And whether it's through making money by renting out your car or some space in your house, or getting rid of some stuff for free, or whether it's saving money by getting someone else's fruit and vegetables or buying secondhand, it's really useful to have all of those things mapped out around your locality. The second reason is that the more we can share resources, the less we need to produce in this world. So really the second reason is all about saving the planet. So we don't need so many cars on the road because we don't actually need a car, we need a ride. We don't need a tool, like we need a hole that the drill can make. So sharing resources makes sense from a planetary point of view. And the third reason is sharing builds better communities. So back in 2015, I did an experiment in London where I tried to live off the sharing economy for 1 month. And it was really difficult, but it was also the most amazing experience of my life because I made these amazing connections with people.
So today we ran a map jam, which is where you get a group of people together who know about or who are interested in sharing resources in a community. How we did it today was to divide them into 6 different groups, which all represented different parts of sharing, so things like transport and food and storage and all sorts of things like that. And we did these rounds of 10 minutes where people came and sat at tables, talked to each other and told the convener about the different sharing resources that they knew. That was the information that we used to input into the map. We also divided into 2 groups to play different versions of the sharing game, which allows people to understand a little bit more about the sharing economy. And then we finished with the final reveal of the map, which shows some of the fantastic resources that we've inputted into the map.
So the greatest thing for me about the Sydney Map Jam was when a whole bunch of strangers came together. About 20 people came together and worked with me to find out what they could offer and what they needed for their organisation. And within 10 minutes, there were so many conversations. One organisation needed to use a baby equipment, and another person needed a volunteer, and they actually talked for the rest of the night. So I really think that the best thing out of the Share Sydney project is the collaboration and how it got others to think about sharing more.
So I set up the website where we're listing all the sharing, swapping, saving and giving activities in Sydney. So I think what we found was a lot of people would know about one thing or another, like one of those little book libraries, or they would know about a community garden, but they wouldn't realise how many different things there were in all the different areas and how many of them there are, and they didn't know where they were in their neighbourhood. So we've got a map now. They can just log on, have a look at the map. They can go to the section that they're interested in. If they want toys for their kids, they can find toy libraries. They can find one close to them. So it's just a way that we can all pitch in, because we've actually made it so that they can add new sharing things as well. So we've got about 150 at the moment, but we're thinking it'll probably get to 300 or who knows. People just keep making up these cool new ways to swap and share. It's fantastic.
I think today's society, people are think they're really dissatisfied to the way our cities are governed through top-down governance and privatization and marketization of the public resources and services. So citizens have started to come up with alternative and more communal ways to organize themselves and the city and its shared resources. And I feel these emerging sharing practices are one way citizens are actually to develop an alternative for the market economy, and also to provide new ways of people to come together, collaborate, create new shared spaces, new resources in the city.